Now, I know I'm incredibly late to doing this, but IRL stuff. Anyways, we're here today with gameplay tactics for Baron. Now, we have Baron, and then we have one other character that they did go ahead and release the gameplay tactics for. So I'm going to go ahead and do Baron for this video, and then expect another video shortly after at some point in time for the other gameplay tactics. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this one. Now, I've been seeing some gameplay, just really quickly before we jump into it. I've been seeing some PvP gameplay, and I've been really studying the gameplay from those PvP sessions that I've been seeing. And I do have to say that Baron looks pretty meta in my opinion, at least from a few of his skills and what I've seen he's been able to do. He looks pretty incredible and fun to play. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this gameplay tactics for Baron. Pretty excited about this one to see what he has going on.
Soldier fights with a superhuman physique and skilled combat techniques. Basic attack, shattering assault.
Okay.
Baron launches a
Shattering
succession
assault.
of attacks forward, attacking up to 4 times in a row.
Yeah, 4
The
basic.
final kick will knock down the opponent. Throw, eagle takedown. Baron makes the opponent lose balance and fall backward, using the opponent's inertia.
Okay,
to
so
perform a
nothing too
reverse
crazy
throw.
here.
Skill, chain slash. Baron dashes forward, slashing fast with his dagger.
Look
He
at
then
the
grabs the
suplex.
opponent by the thigh, lifts them up with his shoulder, and slams them to
So
the
this
ground.
one you can parry or
Press
block.
and hold the skill button
Oh,
to
look at the
reset
gap
dash
closer
position.
and another
During the
suplex.
dash, if the opponent has already fallen, it will switch to a flash slash, initiating a ground pursuit with a very
Okay,
short
so he has
cooldown.
some ground attack. Okay,
Skill,
that's
flying
really
armbar.
cool. Flying
Baron
armbar.
attempts to grab the opponent and attack their elbow joint.
My man
with
has some
flying armbar.
jujitsu.
Similar to skill 1, if the opponent has already fallen when this skill is launched, it will switch to a knee on belly.
Okay,
pursuit.
yeah, and you cannot
Special
block
defense,
that
counter breakout.
or parry that.
At the beginning of Baron's defense stance, he will launch a boxing stance dash. If hit by a standard during his dash, he can activate the special throw, Storm Suppression, grabbing the opponent
Yeah,
by the
that's
collar,
pretty
arm,
insane.
causing them to lose balance as he spins. Then, slamming them to the ground. This skill has a cooldown. In PvP gameplay, against Sinisters, special throws can also be launched. After knocking down the opponent with a normal attack or storm suppression.
Oh my
multiple
goodness, that's
follow-up attacks
insane.
can be launched to inflict substantial damage. Ultimate skill, submission. Baron throws a punch at the opponent. Upon hit, Baron will
Okay,
continue
so
to
this
launch
isn't a
a
projectile like
succession
we've
of
seen with the other
attacks
ones.
and control the opponent's arm while they are stunned.
Yeah, he's just
slamming
a
the
jujitsu
opponent on the
practitioner.
ground. Observe the battlefield
And judo
carefully
black
and
belt.
use Baron's special defense to counter your opponents.
Okay. So there's a lot to go over here. So like with the other ones, we're gonna go ahead and break this down. Also, really quickly, while I go ahead and slow this down, if you would like, go ahead and consider subscribing, join the family as we try and hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be great, and hopefully we get into the pre-alpha. So there's a few things to go ahead and go over here. The one that I did want to mention is, so he has ground attacks, which is incredible. You can't block it. I don't even know if you can dodge it because you're on the ground. That's something that I'll have to see. But he has a few gap closers, and I think that's pretty cool, and what appears to be like a counter, which is pretty awesome as well. So, and various different suplexes. Man is just suplexing the world right now. But here, so that you can block or you can parry that, but the reaction time has to be pretty quick. I believe it seems. Now this right here, look at the distance. My man traveled the length of the whole arena. But no, he has a very nice gap closer. And then this one, so he did the basic attack. So the 4 basic attack on the 4th one, you're going to have the opponent on the ground, and then you can follow up with these ground attacks, which is something that we haven't seen from other characters just yet, and is pretty unique to him so far from what I've seen. So that's really cool. Once again, you cannot block it or parry it because it is the red symbol. So here is the flying armbar, which you can parry or block that. You just have to be ready for it. And then you can probably follow that up with a ground attack. So a lot of his moves, it seems to have the enemy on the floor, and then once they're on the floor, you can follow up with these ground attacks. And then you could do the skill on the floor also, and then follow up again. So this man is going to be able to follow up a lot of attacks and be able to do pretty good damage. I mean, they said substantial damage. From what I've seen in PvP gameplays, he does some pretty good damage. Now, this is something that's pretty cool right here. The boxing stance dash, where he pretty much just parry counters, and then he does a massive slam right there. So it's a throw, so he's able to counter parry immediately and goes right into a throw, and then you should be able to follow that up with a skill, which is, it's pretty insane. So this man has a lot of tools, and it looks like that was even on like the second part of the skill right there. What a slam, by the way. What a slam. And then again, Sinister special throws can also be launched. Yeah, and then you should once again be able to follow that up with an attack after knocking down the opponent with a normal attack or storm suppression. So you're gonna go ahead and drop them. Multiple follow-up attacks can be launched. Yeah, so you're gonna go right into some follow-up attacks that you can do on the floor. So that's probably the main goal when it comes to this guy, is to be able to get the enemies on the ground and then be able to do those follow-up attacks. He has that counter parry that you can go ahead and utilize, as well as the normal block and parry that you'll be able to do. So this man has a lot of tools, a lot of utility, and I've seen it to where in PvP he's able to cover a great distance and be able to use that counter from the boxing stance a lot. Especially against range characters, he seems to be very good against, because he's able to do that block parry and cover a lot of distance and close the gap on them very quickly and catch a lot of people off guard. So Baron seems to be very, very fun to use, and he's probably going to be one of those characters that, you know, picking him up for the first time may be a little difficult, but once you get into his flow and into his gameplay and you get a better understanding of how to put those things together, he's probably going to be pretty meta, in my opinion, at least from what I've been seeing. If nothing else, he'll be fun to use, right? But anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions about Baron down in the comments below. Be on the lookout for the other gameplay tactics that I'll have out after this video. Been really enjoying making these videos. Once again, if you are new to the channel, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and consider subscribing. Join the family so we can hit 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we get into this pre-alpha test. I am crossing my fingers so we can get our hands on this game and be able to try out all these characters and see who's meta and see who's not, and just have fun with it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.